What qualifies as ag use for a property tax exemption? Imagine owning land that could save you money on property taxes just because you use it for farming. But what exactly counts as farming use? That's what we're here to find out. To qualify for an agricultural property tax exemption, your land must be used mainly for farming activities that produce crops, livestock, or other farm products. It's not about a quick visit or casual gardening. It's about genuine farming efforts. The land should be used more than just for recreation or personal enjoyment. It needs to reflect a real attempt to run a farming business, whether for profit or as part of a larger farm operation. Common activities that usually qualify include growing vegetables, fruits, or grains, raising animals like cattle, pigs, or chickens, and producing hay or maintaining orchards and vineyards. If you lease your land to another farmer for these purposes, that can also qualify as long as the use is consistent and well documented. For example, keeping records of lease agreements or receipts from sales can help prove your land is used for farming. Many states set minimum land sizes for eligibility. For example, some states requiring at least 5 acres of land to qualify. Others might look at the percentage of your land actively used for farming or the income generated from farm sales. If your land is smaller but generates a certain amount of income from agricultural products, that might be enough to qualify. Income or sales thresholds are common in some areas. You might need to show that your farm earns a specific dollar amount each year from selling crops or livestock. But in other places, simply proving that your land is used for farming purposes is enough, even if you don't make a lot of money. Ownership of the land isn't always the main point. If you lease the land to a farmer or allow farming activities, that can qualify you for the exemption. Just be ready to provide proof, like lease agreements or photos of your crops or animals. Structures on the land, such as barns, greenhouses, or sheds, can also qualify if they are used directly for farming. Some states offer partial exemptions for these buildings, especially if they are essential to your farming activities. To get the exemption, you usually need to apply through your local tax assessor's office. This often involves filling out forms, submitting proof of farming activity, and sometimes having a site inspection. Many areas requiring you to renew your application each year, and if you stop farming, you might lose the exemption and owe back taxes. If you're thinking about applying, check your state and local laws for specific rules. Gather documents like lease agreements, sales receipts, or photos showing your farm work. Be prepared to show ongoing use of the land for farming purposes. If your land stops being used for agriculture, you should notify the assessor to avoid losing the exemption or facing penalties. Some states also have programs for land kept for future farming or open space preservation. These programs have their own rules and may requiring a long-term commitment to keep the land undeveloped. Knowing these basics can help you determine if your land qualifies for an agricultural exemption and what steps to take. Always double-check your local laws because rules can vary quite a bit from place to place.